What are some ways to spice up a grilled cheese? Use mozzarella on the inside. Use garlic butter and parmesan on the outside. Dip in tomato soup. Be happy. Make a patty melt. It's a grilled cheese with a burger patty and grilled onions inside that's usually served on rye bread. Use a blend of cheeses. Also, I sometimes put ham in my grilled cheese. It make grilled ham and cheese. I don't know why this post isn't ranked higher. Don't just go with a slab of cheddar or whatever. Folks, there's a whole world of cheese out there. Grill that shit up. Jalapenos. And cream cheese. Jalapeno popper grilled cheese. I once had a grilled cheese that was cheddar cheese, cream cheese, jalapenos, and flaming hot Cheetos. It was amazing. Worked at a sandwich shop for a bit. We had a grilled cheese with cream cheese, tomatoes, and I believe sharp cheddar. It was amazing. Replacing dull cheddar with extra sharp cheddar makes anything so much better. French toast grilled cheese. Make the French toast with pepper instead of cinnamon. Cook on one side. Flip the bread, then add the cheese and place the slices together. Fried egg. I am amazed to see this suggestion down so low. I fry an egg and throw it in the middle of my grilled ham and cheese and call it a grilled crease cause that's me. Instead of worrying about the cheese, go for an awesome bread. Something with a lot of grains. Granny Smith apple slices and a soft mild cheese. Like brie or mozzarella. Add chicken or turkey, if you're so inclined. Cilantro is always great. Unless you're that percentage of the population for whom it tastes like soap. Put a slice of tomato in the middle. Also sometimes I make inside out grilled cheeses. I press cheese to the outside of the bread and it gets nice and crispy. Use sourdough bread, Gouda, provolone, bacon and avocado. Nobody has said Worcestershire sauce yet. Perhaps Americans don't get it there, but cheese on toast with Worcestershire sauce is a staple snack in the UK. Salt and pepper on the bread. It blends in with that burnt butter and makes for a delicious salty peppered Sammy. Sriracha. Looking at the other comments, it seems like everyone is on the spicy route. Frank's red hot sauce. I put that shitty on everything. I mix some tuna with mayo and spread that on, then a layer of cheddar and a slice of tomato with lots of ground pepper and then some butter on top with a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese for a crusty top, and then while it is cooking I ring a phone SX chat line. There's a spot in my city that does nothing but classy grilled cheese. Best I've ever had there was sourdough with cheddar pierogies and sauerkraut. It was glorious. Edit. Because mobile. Peanut butter. Not even f-king around. Best munchie snack. And sometimes I just make toast. Put some peanut butter. A slice of cheese on top and it's f-king amazing. I like French baguettes. Sliced open. Drizzled with olive oil. Sprinkled with dried herb seasoning. Layered with 3 cheeses and then pressed by a panini grill. Sourdough bread. You can never go wrong with sourdough bread. OMG. Mix mustard with the butter you spread on the bread. Life changing. Add some jam, it's great. After you close the bread and are letting it cook just a bit more in the pan, grate some cheese on the outside of the bread. Let it melt in a little. Then flip the sandwich. Cheese side down. And let it cook for a minute. Optional to do this on both sides. When it's done, you'll have a nice crunchy thin layer of cheese on the outside as well as a gooey cheesy center. Also, asparagus. Use an Italian mix of shredded cheeses. Add a slice of tomato and some whole basil leaves. Optional. Drizzle a little balsamic vinegar before closing. Another great variation is using brie or goat cheese. A drizzle of honey. And some thin slices of fig, preferably fresh but dried works too. Make 2. Use them as the bun for a cheeseburger. This is why we Americans are fat. Mix mayo with a little bit of garlic salt or garlic powder. Make your sandwich like a cheese sandwich. Grill it. For additional goodness, add ham. Putting nacho cheese Doritos between the bread after it has been grilled. Something about that extra crunch that's satisfying. Tomato or pesto. Or both. Use mozzarella cheese. Add thin slices of pear. A little gorgonzola. And thyme. It's awesome. First off, pan grill it in real butter. And press it down so that there is that sort of slick brown crust on it. Secondly, choose your cheese judiciously. Don't go overboard. Monterey Jack is delicious. If you want to kick it up, use pepper jack. Anything else will overpower it. For bread, use Martin's potato bread. That stuff is fantastic. Traditionally, it goes well with tomato soup. But I don't like tomato soup. So serve mine with a lobster bisque. I once made buffalo chicken dip, chicken, buffalo sauce, cheddar cheese, ranch, cream cheese, and then put that into a grilled cheese. It was heaven. Don't use processed cheese. Get the real stuff and experiment with different types of cheese. I like to go for aged cheeses, so old cheddar as opposed to mild, because you want a strong taste. Throw a massive slab of cheese. Massive. You want this overflowing with molten cheesiness when this is cooked. Mushrooms make the sandwich. Sauté, that is. Cook them in a pan with butter and salt. Up some of your regular old white caps and throw them on your sandwich. Lastly, add some hot peppers. Dip in ketchup. This is going to be buried but roasted and show green chili. Spicy, smoky, and a great texture complement with melted cheese. Sourdough. Or rye with sharp cheddar or pepper jack. An over easy egg. It is messy though, so use a plate, but the yolk makes a grilled cheese so much better. Grilled cheese bacon tuna sandwich. Delish. Avocado and shredded mozzarella on nice thick crusty bread. Sprinkle parmesan on the outside. It should stick to the butter before you grill it. I like sauteed onions as well. But the wife does not. Fart on it. Throw macaroni in the cheese, then put it on bread and grill it. You're welcome. I personally like the combination of red Leicester and mozzarella. If you're feeling up to the task, an extra portion of mature cheddar is always a good call. I like to add thinly sliced tomatoes, finely chopped onion and peppers. Sprinkle in a dash of Worcester sauce and you're in business. Extra sharp cheddar. Quality sourdough bread. Butter your pan before you cook it. I know what I'm having for dinner now. Microwave some pepperoni just briefly to make all the fat render. And then put it in your grilled cheese before you cook it. Cook the grilled cheese. Enjoy. A small bit of sloppy joe in them. Make 2 like that. Then put more sloppy joe in between the 2. Fresh chopped jalapeno. Fresh cilantro. Tomato slices that with salt and pepper on them. And sharp cheddar cheese. Oh my god. I said it on the mac and cheese post and will say it again here. Taco shit. I made grilled cheese for my husband the other day with onion jam, pickled jalapenos, bacon, and 2 kinds of cheese. He was a fan. Well, you could try adding ketchup or tomatoes. If you're one of those heathens who makes a grilled cheese without them. Also, try a different kind of cheese. Provolone is great. For starters. I'll go with what I made the other day. 2 slices of cheese with a slice of turkey breast in the middle and Taco Bell chipotle sauce on both pieces of bread. Simple and delicious. Get one of those rink-dink little Easy Mac cups that do not suffice for a meal by themselves. Make that shitty like it says on the cup. Butter the bread and place it on the pan like normal. Then sprinkle a thin layer of shredded cheddar. Scoop most of the mac from the cup on top, or all of it. If you're feeling crazy, then sprinkle some more cheddar. Put a lid or plate over the pan so it can all use up together. Then butter the other slice. Put it on top. and flip the whole monstrosity. If you're a ketchup person, you damn well better dip that shitty in ketchup. Boom. Sriracha hot sauce. Can we talk about making multiple sandwiches at the same time by baking them on a cookie sheet? Really good multigrain bread. Brie. Sliced pear. Baked 6 at a time. Only about 5 minutes in the oven. Fancy as fuck. Make it a Monte Cristo. In other words, make your grilled cheese with sourdough or another delicious bread. Toss in some great cheese like something smoked. Onions. Garlic. And some cream cheese. Take that whole sandwich and dip it in French toast batter. Leave out any sugar and cinnamon etc you would normally put in your French toast batter. Then fry that bad boy up. Put a burger, lettuce and tomato inside. Add some slices of avocado, tomato, bacon or ham. Use no more than 2 additional ingredients though. And make them thin. Otherwise it's impossible to flip. The other day I made a grilled cheese out of standard white bread. Mayo, mustard, Swiss, pulled pork, pickles and jalapenos. Shitty was good. Triple decker with cheese on both floors. Avocado upstairs and jalapeno downstairs. Remove seeds if you want the flavor without too much spice. Make the grilled cheese like normal, but sprinkle some shredded cheese on the top. Then when you flip it, the cheese melts into the bread. Do it to both sides of the bread and it's amazing. Bacon, salami, pastrami, any meat that's 1, cold or 2, fried. No roasts. A grilled roast cheese sandwich is the devil's toe jam. A very thin layer of spicy Dijon mustard on one slice of bread. A thin layer of the jam of your choice on the other slice. And a mix of sharp cheddar and something more mellow and melty. Mozzarella is nice, in the middle. The idea with the jam and mustard is to not overwhelm the flavor of the cheese, but to add a bit of interest. It's the shit. My grilled cheese makes grown men weepy. I like spicy food. Find an olive oil infused with your choice of red peppers. Use that on your frying pan instead of butter. Chop and screw the cheeses in between your bread. Smoked Gouda, provolone, Gruyere. Varying sharpnesses of cheddar. All good choices. Mix and match. Bread is a huge factor as well. I won't attempt to dictate your bread to you. That is a deeply personal choice. You can also drop some shredded cheese directly on the pan before your last turn on a side and let it melt into the outside of the bread. Chart your liking. Tomato soup or a tomato bisque is perfect with a grilled cheese. If you also like spice, add white or black pepper to the soup before you employ your choice of soup heating. An adult grilled cheese, as we like to call it, consists of whatever cheese plus bacon and sliced tomato. My favorite is to use Miracle Whip instead of butter on the outside. Cooks it perfectly and has a different taste than whatever non-craft real cheese you have, and pepperoni. Perfection. I make an herbed olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, Italian seasoning, and use that on the outside instead of butter. I spread a layer of pesto on the other side. Then I put red onion, Roma tomatoes, mozzarella and Munster cheeses. Grill. Enjoy. Not really grilled cheese, but same idea. Grilled PB&J with some powdered sugar on top. Not too overwhelming but sweet enough to be enjoyed as a normal meal. My favorite is quite simple, sharp cheddar, butter, and the outside gets a sprinkle of oregano before it hits the heat. I've tried other spices, but I keep coming back to oregano, especially when paired with your basic tomato soup. Gives it just a hint of pizza zest, without changing the sandwich. Sprinkle outside with cayenne before you grill that shitty. Make sure you also slap a little bit of butter to get a nice crispness. Dash of thyme on the cheese inside. You're welcome.